What if I told you that the tomorrow you're chasing might not even exist? That every plan, every dream, every promise you've made to yourself could disappear in a heartbeat? Would you still wait? Or would you fight for today? This is not just another story. This is a journey that will challenge the way you see life. There was once a young man named Karo, born in a small forgotten village. People laughed at him because he was different. He didn't want to farm like his father. He didn't want to trade like his mother. Karo wanted more. He wanted to chase tomorrow, even if nobody believed in him. Every night, when others slept, Karo sat under the broken lantern, scribbling his dreams on scraps of paper. He wanted to be a storyteller, a builder, a creator of worlds. His friends said, "Dreams don't feed you. Wake up, Karo." But he couldn't stop. His heart burned louder than their voices. But then came the first wall. Poverty. His family could barely eat twice a day. His father fell sick, and Karo was forced to choose between his dream and his duty. For years, he carried water, plowed fields, and sold firewood. And every time he thought of tomorrow, tomorrow ran further away. One evening, an old traveler stopped by the village. He saw the boy with tired eyes but a burning soul. The traveler asked, "Why do you look beyond the stars when your feet are chained to the ground?" Karo whispered, "Because I know tomorrow is waiting." The stranger smiled, but said nothing. Before leaving, the traveler left a small wooden box with Karo. On it were 3 words carved deeply: "Time is fragile." Inside, there was nothing. Empty. Just air. Karo was confused. A useless box? What does this mean? But he kept it, for reasons he couldn't explain. Years passed. Karo became a man. Life was hard. Every tomorrow he chased slipped away. He was about to give up when the box fell from his shelf and cracked open. And inside the hollow, something hidden appeared, a folded note. The note read, "Tomorrow is not promised. What you do today creates tomorrow. Stop chasing. Start building." Karo's heart shook. He realized he had wasted years waiting for a perfect day. He cried, not because he was weak, but because he finally understood. Karo made a choice. He took his scraps of paper, his broken lantern, and began writing stories again. At night, he gathered children in the village and told them tales of heroes, dreamers, and fighters. They laughed. They cried. They believed. And slowly, people stopped mocking him. One of his stories reached a merchant from the city. The merchant said, "I will publish this. Your words deserve to fly." Karo couldn't believe it. For the first time, his tomorrow was born from his today. He realized, action is the seed, and tomorrow is the tree. But success never comes without pain. His first book failed. Nobody bought it. His village laughed again. "Dreams don't feed you, Karo," they shouted. He almost gave up. But then, he remembered the box. He remembered the words, "Tomorrow is not promised." So he picked up his pen again. Every failure made him stronger. Every no became fuel for his next story. He worked harder, cried harder, but kept going. His hands shook, his eyes bled with sleepless nights, but his soul burned brighter. He no longer chased tomorrow. He built it. One day, while performing his stories in the market square, a royal messenger passed by. He stopped, listened, and was moved. The king himself wanted to hear Karo. For the first time, the boy from the forgotten village stood before royalty. In the grand hall, Karo spoke not of riches, not of power, but of the fragile gift of time. He said, "We live like tomorrow is guaranteed, but what if it isn't?" The farmer, the king, the child, we all borrow time. The question is, what will you do with today? Silence filled the room. Then, thunderous applause. From that day, Karo became more than a dreamer. He became a voice. His story spread across lands, inspiring thousands. He built schools, helped orphans, and gave hope to those who had none. His name traveled further than his feet ever could. But fate has a cruel way of testing those it loves. One stormy night, while traveling to another village, Karo's carriage crashed. He was gravely injured. The doctors whispered he might not see tomorrow. As he lay in pain, he clutched the broken wooden box. Tears rolled down his cheeks, not from fear, but from gratitude. He whispered, "I stopped chasing tomorrow. I lived today." And that was enough. Karo passed away that night. But his words, his actions, his fire, lived on. Generations repeated his stories. Children who once listened by his lantern became leaders, teachers, and dreamers. The boy who chased tomorrow had finally become tomorrow. And now, dear listener, his voice reaches you. Not through his mouth, but through his legacy. The truth is simple: stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop saying, "Tomorrow I'll start." Tomorrow is a lie. The only real power you hold is today. So I ask you, what are you waiting for? Your dream, your idea, your chance. It begins the moment you decide. Be like Karo. Don't chase tomorrow. Create it. Because tomorrow is not promised, but today is yours. And that changes everything.